looking at like the ITC, that you can get a base tax credit of 6% of your project costs covered. If you don't meet these requirements, to get the full 30% of the project cost covered, you need to meet these requirements. What those requirements are they are specific to the construction phase of the project and the kind of manual labor of the person that's doing that work. The requirements say that every contractor or subcontractor that has at least 4 employees does need to have at least 1 apprentice, and total labor hours performed, at least 15% of the labor hours need to be performed by an apprentice, a registered apprentice.
There's some years they're estimating like 45 gigawatts new installed capacity. So in our industry currently, we have trained people, we have trained technicians to run these facilities. But when you add 45 gigawatts, you're bringing in a lot of people from outside the industry that have not worked on solar before. They haven't worked in the field. So the first thing you have to do is make sure that they can perform their job safely. That's why safety is number one. To grow our industry, we have to collect people from other industries, right? Bring them into renewable energy, show them that the job opportunities are great, incentivize them to come to renewable energy, and then we have to train them. And safety is number one because it's a new industry for them.
We're also hiring a lot of people that have experience in other areas, which to me are almost equally at risk, because there is being unsafe because you don't know, or you have no familiarity with the systems you're working on. And then there's being unsafe because you're overconfident. And so both on the safety side from us is trying to help all new folks, whether they're experienced or not in other areas, understand the system.
Like Karo said, it's technology is rapidly changing in our industry. The inverters and trackers that we used 5 years ago are, they're dinosaurs now. And it's hard to find support for the old technology and the new technology that comes in. There's, things happen on the fly, and we end up becoming very reactionary, which is not, it's not where we want to be. We want to be proactive in our approach.
One of the ways to approach this is thinking about trying to teach people how to recognize root issues versus just symptoms, because some of these the issues we see are very symptomatic in terms of, well, you change a fuse. Yeah, teaching somebody how to change a fuse is easy, but understanding why that fuse blew in the first place, that's not as easy.
Local people for large-scale solar projects generally don't have experience. So it's the training program is the solution to qualifying your candidates. We look for people that have high level of character, they're reliable, they work independently, and they learn quickly. That's key. Those 3 things, we can teach you everything you need to know about the sun and electricity if you have a good foundation to start with. So yeah, our training program has been our answer to that question of how do we staff these projects in remote areas in an industry that's growing exponentially.
There's internal and external solutions, and for most companies, these are the external solutions. And most of us, and I'm sure Dirk will agree, we don't want to become training entities. We don't want to become certifying entities. We're power plant or power production companies. And so we need to have internal training programs that are specific for our companies, but we also need to be able to rely on these external training providers that can really focus on that.
At SOLV, we have a slogan, it's called Training Replacement. The growth of the industry, your opportunity to move on to a larger role within your company there's common, right? For individuals to come into the industry and move up rather quickly. So we always preach to our employees to train a replacement, to take someone under your wing. You might be a solar technician for 6 months, but there's a new hire coming in, and you can teach them the knowledge you've gained in 6 months. Training doesn't just happen with the training team. It happens every single day.
every day.
And yep, every interaction from employee to another is potentially a training interaction.